T1 Concept 1 Introducing Plant Needs. How do the structures of a plant use light, water, air, and nutrients to perform life processes? Plants need sunlight, water, air, and nutrients from soil as basic needs to live and grow, which we call it photosynthesis process. In this process, the plant takes carbon dioxide from the air, sunlight from the sun, water and nutrients from the soil, and produces oxygen, gas, and glucose sugar. So it is a process through which plants use the energy in sunlight to make their own food. And here the energy transforms from light energy into chemical energy. But do plants need soil? Soil may not have been included as a basic need because some plants only grow in the water, like water lily, and some plants grow on other plants instead of having roots in the soil. The initial growth, it means the first 7 days of the seeds placed in a paper towel, is similar to that of the seeds planted in the soil. And many of you already made this activity before, and you can see how plants or seeds grow without the need of soil. The seeds can grow without soil if they have water and sun, and plants can grow without soil for a while, but finally they need soil. Starting with light. How could light be absorbed from the plant? Actually, leaves contain chlorophyll or chloroplasts, which gives them their green color and captures energy from the sunlight. So light is a basic need for the plant. Light is important to plant growth because plants use light to make their own food by photosynthesis process. Also, plant leaves without light cannot grow well and becomes pale green or yellow, as you can see in this experiment, where the two pots are, one of them is exposed to the sunlight, so it's green and it grows well, while the other one is in the shade, so its leaves become yellowish or green, pale green, and finally it's gonna die. 2. Air. So how the plant absorb air or carbon dioxide from the air? Actually, this is a special structure. It's called stomata. Stomata are pores on the surface of plant's leaves that allow gases to move into and out of the plant. So air or carbon dioxide is a basic need for the plants. Number 3, water. So how the plant absorbs water? Exactly through the roots. Plant roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil and carry them to the rest of the plant. And also water is a basic need for the plants. The plant cannot grow without water. And finally, nutrients. How the nutrients are absorbed by the plant? Exactly, also from the roots. So plant roots absorb water and nutrients from the soil and carry them to the rest of the plant. Plants can grow without soil during the initial growth, but finally they need soil to absorb nutrients. Starting with the roots as a part of a plant. So first, the function of the roots is to fix or anchor the plant in the soil. also to absorb water and nutrients from the soil, which are needed to make food of the plant. Also, there is a structure that called root hairs. It's a tiny root like hair, features that increase the amount of absorbed water and nutrients that the plant needs. Stems. Stems' function is first to transport water and nutrients to the rest of plants through xylem, and also to support leaves and flowers of the plant. And there are many forms of stems. First, root stems such as tree trunks and shrubs. Most flowers have upright stem, and some plants have a climb stem, such as vines or grapes. And some stems extend underground, and they are called tubers, such as potato plant. And finally, some stems extend above and along the ground, and they are called runners. Leaves. The function of the leaves is to make food for the plants through photosynthesis process, because it contains chlorophyll, which gives them their green color and capture energy from the sunlight. And there are two kinds of leaves: flat wide leaves and narrow leaves that look like needles, such as pine trees. Photosynthesis process is a process that takes place inside the leaves during photosynthesis. Green leaves use the light energy from the sun to combine the carbon dioxide from the air with water to produce nutrients such as sugar, starch, fat, and protein that the plant needs to live. Oxygen gas that animals and people need to breathe. As the photosynthesis process is completed inside the leaves, there are tubes called phloem that transport the food materials downward from the leaves to the other parts of the plant. Too much information? Let's do an activity. In this activity, we'll observe how water and nutrients move from the roots of a plant up through the stem to its leaves and flowers, and how transport vessels, xylem, in a plant work to help it stay alive. Water is transported through the xylem in the stem and moved to the leaves through the smaller vessels of xylem that connect the stem to the leaves. So an activity can show us this concept. So if you bring some lettuce leaves and you put it in water mixed with different food coloring and leave it for a while, you will notice that each leaf is colored from the top by the color it was put inside. So the lettuce in the red water is gonna be red from the top, and in yellow water it will be yellow, and green is gonna be green, and blue is gonna be blue. What does it mean? It means that there is a special tile or structure that allow the water to transported upward to the plant leaves that we call xylem. So xylem transport water upward to the leaves in order to do the photosynthesis process.